Hey Cappy, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be having a look using 8 cards to see what's coming up in love. And I will be using 2 different decks. And hopefully there is something here that can help you along the way in love. Now, I won't have any extended readings to this segment. So let's get into the reading. We'll pick out some reversed cards as well, Cappy, and we'll see what comes up for you in love. Okay. 2 of Cups reversed. A connection isn't moving forward right now. Things could be at a bit of a standstill. You're unsure about what direction they're going in because you've got the Magician, and the Magician can mask the way he really feels or how we really see things. Okay, healing. Healing is coming in. You've got the Star card, so you've got Aqua, Taurus, Aries come up twice, possibly a Leo, so some of you may be dealing with one of these signs, Capricorn. Interesting that the 2 of Cups is reversed. So right now, this relationship, you're feeling like it's almost too good to be true, or you're feeling a lack of connection right now, maybe. I think there's a message of patience here because the Hierophant can represent the sign of Taurus, and Taurus is the slow and steady kind. So maybe you need to tread very lightly or tread very carefully. You've got the Star. So the Star can be healing, or it's like you're searching for answers, because we look to the stars when we search for answers. We try to understand things, but sometimes we feel this is bigger than us, Capricorn. So a part of you may feel on some level that what's happening now between yourself and another is bigger than you. It's a force larger than you, and you feel in some ways like you cannot control it. The Emperor is reversed. And the Emperor the Emperor normally likes to take control. He's aware of things. He has a sense of entitlement and power, and he exercises that power. But this time he's reversed. So you cannot control the outcome. You cannot control the fates. You cannot control what happens here, Capricorn. It doesn't mean you're not... I think you know that, and I think that's why your guard might be up with the 9 of Wands. I think you do want it to work out, because despite the relationship maybe not in its prime right now, the 9 of Wands still protects the 2 of Cups. So you're still protective over it. And protection is also evidenced. The boat symbolizes protection here. So you're not ready to give up just yet. The 10 of Swords is reversed. Now this often indicates endings, changes, betrayals, pains and hurts, but this is upright. This is reversed. If this is reversed and you have the Star card, I'm wondering if the relationship right now, the connection, the 2 of Cups, and this could very well be with a twin flame or a soulmate right now, isn't working out because crucial healing is taking place. It's like you're mending things. So mending needs to happen and will happen, and it could result in losing the pain that you've once held on to for so long. So the healing of wounds, I think, is taking place here. Especially if you're dealing with someone like an ex, someone you've moved on from. Okay, if there's been movement, a relationship, a significant one that you've sort of moved away from, and you've had new people in your life, trying to charm you, attract you. And maybe the reason why you haven't entertained them is because you're trying to be patient with healing. So be patient with yourself in this situation, Capricorn, if you find yourself in something similar to what I have described. Because he does things very quickly, but the Hierophant's approach is different. So it could be the both of you, your approaches are very different to this connection. One of you may be coming in with that Magician energy, let's do this, let's make it happen, here's everything out on the table, this is me, let's get the show on the road. And the other one's more like, invests long term and is quite guarded about who they let their walls down and who they let in. So this could be the two different approaches that are between yourself and this person. But the star card is Aquarian energy, which is quite a public knowledge. Aquarian energy is intelligent, it's bright, it exposes things. The star card exposes things. So maybe this is destiny that's speaking to you, Capricorn. Maybe you'll see signs from the universe. Maybe you'll see signs around you that will expose that what needs to happen now is part of destiny. This is destiny working its magic. But I do feel like it's destiny working some much needed healing. And it's going to help. It's not going to hinder, but it's going to help. So I think the star card I often associate with having trust and faith. And what is the Hierophant? The Hierophant had many faithful subjects, much like the Emperor has very faithful subjects. So it's having faith in destiny, faith in healing, faith that healing will bring you closer together. Or maybe it won't. Maybe there's an ending here because there is a new beginning. Some of you may be starting fresh with the Magician. But I feel with the infinity symbol, it's repetition of the past. So I think for some of you, there's healing, but then you'll reconcile. And once again, that Two of Cups will be flipped. And you should start to see some changes. But for others, it may not be. It's almost like you think there's no movement with the Six of Swords because there's no movement in the physical. Okay, there may be, like maybe you're not meeting up, maybe you're not seeing each other, maybe when you are, it's lacking something here, and you've noticed that, you've noticed the void, and that's why you've gone protective over it. Why? Because the Leo is possessive, the Leo is prideful. But you must have patience because the Hierophant is ruled by Venus. Venus being a planet of love, eroticism, sex, passion, and you have to be patient with that energy. Because you do have challenges in front of you. The Magician, this last column is all Aries. Aries is an energy that opposes us very quickly. Aries being the sign of opposition, of conflict, of war. So, okay, you might not necessarily be in war, but it may feel somewhat like a battlefield because you feel you're fighting for it. But the pain is leaving you because it's reversed. So I think the pain is moving away. So just because you don't see this happening, you don't see movement the way you want it to, it doesn't mean that it's not happening in other ways. So just because it's like this right now, it doesn't mean that that's how it will stay. So you have to trust the process, Capricorn. You have to trust that this is part of the master plan, part of a bigger plan. And hey, maybe this healing needs to happen. Maybe once we heal those blocks, healing of blocks and broken hearts, this is what leads us to our destiny. But we have to follow it. We have to trust. We have to have faith. So maybe this is a heartbreak for some of you. So if you are going through this, know that this healing will bring you into a better place. It will bring you into your power. The Magician, you'll have the resources, the energy, the attitude, the perception, the vibration that you require to find love again if this is the position that you find yourself in, Cappy. Okay? So I do hope this reading has been helped. Quite an enjoyable reading, Capricorn. So thank you for tuning in. If you are after a private reading, all the information that you require is below. Otherwise, of course, it's much appreciated that you have been visiting my channel, of course, and viewing and supporting me on YouTube and Vimeo.